That's going to go against the Buffaloes. Boy, that's nice, isn't it? I catch it. Both ways. I mean, just like his career, he's always thinking back. Always thinking
This is going to be a year of record-breaking profits. Las Vegas is going to win big. This is part of the agreement. You don't have Las Vegas host a Super Bowl without this being a record-breaking, profitable postseason for the Las Vegas sports books. So sorry, Kansas City. Sorry, San Francisco. Sorry, that's not part of the agreement for Las Vegas. Las Vegas is going to make record-breaking profits. This is part of the agreement for those groups in play. It's going to be a profitable postseason, and the best way to do that is to play with people's emotions. And what are we talking about? Is by round. The Cowboys lose this round. Sure enough, they will. And then the Cowboys lose the next round. The Cowboys, the news. Make my weekend. It'll make my weekend. I double up on the paycheck. Cowboys gonna lose. That's how public Joe is like. There's just no other way around it. People hate the Cowboys. They cannot even contemplate or stomach the possibility of the Dallas Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. They can't stomach that at all. Makes them sick to think about that. That's what Las Vegas is going to take advantage. The favorite is not going to win the championship at Las Vegas. By far, the public will back the number ones. They didn't back the number ones last year because they had questions surrounding them. Mahomes without the wide receiver. Mahomes in the ankle. It's different this year. People have seen Mahomes win the Super Bowl, so now that's not a question. Can he win without Tyreek Hill? The 49ers are the most all-around regular season team in the NFL. They're a regular season team. They'll do well September, December, but we all know the typical 49er season. It all ends in heartbreaking fashion. And next year is no different. People coming from California, they're not going to come from California to have everyone bet on the Niners. No. That's why that team has zero chance of winning. They can't allow all these people to come over from California and bet the San Francisco 49ers. It's not happening. I think they're gritty. They don't want to win the NFC. They want to fleece these people. Every week, they'll make the drive to make the bet on the NFC in the Super Bowl so they can hedge on the Super Bowl and just say, hey, we're going to play in the Super Bowl. They're going to choke. It's not going to be allowed to happen. But the Lions are going to be a team that's going to beat the Cowboys. I think it's week 16. That game is on New Year's Eve or something. They'll play that game on national TV, and they'll lose that game. The Cowboys will lose that game against the Detroit Lions, because the Lions got to. Hey, if they beat them in Dallas, how are they going to beat them in front of a bunch of raucous Detroit Lions fans? So, in my view, the Lions got to win the game against the Cowboys. Week 16 is. So, again, the Dallas Cowboys, let's go to their schedule, just to verify that, hey, they are playing the Lions on Christmas Eve. And that's another Freudian stuff. They play the Dolphins on Christmas Eve. So yeah, right there they play the Cowboys uh, December the 30th, and they'll lose that game. They'll beat Washington. Um, to set up this Lions Cowboys postseason. It just will not be possible to have the Cowboys beat Detroit because that would go against the narrative of the Lions being the team with all the momentum entering the postseason. So um, that's what's in store right there. So the public will back the Lions. Cowboys will beat the Lions on the road on Monday Night Football. And then the public will be like, oh, it's just the Lions. It's just the Lions. They'll do that. They'll do that. They absolutely will. It's only the Lions. It's only the Lions. It is very predictable. They're gonna do that. They will go out and say, "Oh, it's only the Lions." They'll say it's only the Lions, even though they predicted the Lions. That's part of the mocking of the sheep. They'll mock the masses. But you said they're gonna beat the Lions. What happened to that part? Then they'll go to San Francisco. They'll be like, Niners own Dallas. Niners own Dallas. They're not going to beat that. When they have Deebo Samuel saying, well, we'll be sure it's a bigger blowout next time. You see, he's just programming the masses to go with the Niners when they face out against the Cowboys. They're just programming the public to go with the Niners. It really is a weird gambling casino. They have no mercy.
So the DJ can't spin? I guess not.
And they are out for blood. Truly, they are.
Bring him in after this play and get a clarification. 3rd and 1. Lamson gonna run it. Got the first down and then some and got rocked.
Okay, Stanford charging. They're not good. I think they lost to Hawaii. No, they lost Sacramento State. Anyway, you already know the ritual with Dallas. They're going to beat the Niners. The Niners' 13th postseason loss against the Cowboys. I had to remove the video. There's a correction I have to make. The Cowboys will play the wild card on January the 15th because they play Washington on January the 7th. So I just wanted to point that out. 15th day of January, Monday Night Football, 15th NFC Championship appearance. It's all starting to add up.
Using that kind of technique more and more, especially with the quick game being a part of what Stanford is trying to do.
So I will rerun the numbers with that. If the Chiefs lose in the divisional round, which they will, if they get the number 1 seed, both number 1s are getting out. It's going to be a wild, wild, wild weekend. That's going to continue through the divisional round.
Yard line. Well, the prime effect is tangible and palpable. The quasars have made a constellation, a procession here.
So as we continue to decipher it some more, it's the Eagles' time. Public's gonna say, "Hey, it's Jalen Hurts' time. It's the Eagles' time." Like they've been there, they've won the NFC, but then again, the Dallas Cowboys do have the necessary experience in the postseason because they played playoff games. So I'm not buying that. And when the teams are familiar with each other, especially when it's a divisional matchup, then winning the NFC last year, that all goes out the window. But since people hate the Cowboys, they're going to say, hey, last year does matter. When the NFC does matter. Going heads and shoulders, toe to toe with the Kansas City Chiefs does matter. That it's going to be used against the Dallas Cowboys. But Dallas will be ready, I guarantee you. So, you know the breakdown. The breakdown of the Lions and the 49ers and the Eagles, which I'll have to redo because I realized I made an error. They don't play the Lions on January the 8th. They play them on January the 15th. Yes, they play Washington on January the 7th. I'm so not used to the playoffs beginning mid-January. Isn't that so weird? But anyway, that's where we're at. Vegas going to fleece the public with their hatred of the Dallas Cowboys. It's Dak's time. It's Silver Helmet at the Silver State. Dak was never going to win the Super Bowl immediately coming off his ankle injury, but he was going to win a couple seasons later. He was. And he's going to do the job just fine. So when you hear about CD Lamb being all frustrated, it's just going to lead up to what about to go down on Monday Night Football. Okay, Stanford is keeping their composure. Okay, this is a big drive for the Colorado defense. Deion Sanders, as said, we played like garbage. We don't accept no mediocrity. So if they're not part of the future, these Colorado kids, they still have to match the intensity of Deion Sanders. They'll still make it to the Super Bowl even when they lose to the Chargers. They're not losing to the Chargers. Even if they lost the Chargers, they're still making it to the Super Bowl. Las Vegas, Nevada is 43. Wayne, Dakota is 43. That's what the 43 is about. Dallas Cowboys 43. New Jersey 43. It's a story. It's a script. It don't matter. But Dallas Cowboys beating the Chargers. Period. It's a wrap. It's over. They beaten the Chargers. It's over. Down, they go. They get the win over there because SoFi is the site of the NFC's last Super Bowl victory. This is why it's week 6. 6 full completed weeks in action after the Dallas Cowboys game wraps up. Then it's not 5 9/10 weeks of the NFL season. It's a full 6 weeks. It don't matter about no 9 a game at all. You get these guys at 15 to 1 right now. That's how we go down right now with this Dallas Cowboys. That's how we go down with this. Are we ready for the Dallas Cowboys? Are you ready for this? The White go down. The Queens go down. The White rival ain't winning. The Raider rival ain't winning no Super Bowl at that stadium at the Death Star. It's going to be he missed a field goal. Mamma mia, how do you miss a kick from that range out? How do you do that?
Still 14-0. He'll have the football in just a minute. One of the kings of comedy on the sidelines, but right now this team is no joke. Anthony Anderson from ABC's Blackish, one of the best to ever do it. And Luke Grimes on hand as well. Back with more right after this.
Support, represent, Andrew Luck, represent your team. 49ers get number 6. The Dallas Cowboys, number 6 seed, defeat the 49er in the Dallas Cowboys going into Philadelphia to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas Cowboys. Keep an eye out on the road record. The road record's going to lead up to the final road record of the year. Does not include Las Vegas being a neutral site. But the Dallas Cowboys, they show up in droves every week. Dallas Cowboys about to take it all the way. And when we break it all down, it's going to start to make a lot of sense. From the aspect of the Cowboys face off against the Lions on the 15th day instead of January the 8th, as we said in the original video. So here we go. Let's go. We them boys, here we go. Them boys, them Cowboys. Deion Sanders dominating the media. The Dallas Cowboys about to take